Vicky. We're here with Vicky, who's at NZPost. Tell us all about you and NZPost and what you do here.
I'm a retail strategist in the retail area of Post, commonly known as Post Shop.
Yep.
And I'll be responsible for creating the future vision of Post Shop.
Cool. And how long have you been working here?
I've been with the Post Group now for over 2 years, and I was originally in group marketing role before I moved to strategy.
And what kind of brought you here? Because I know you were doing things before you were living in New Zealand. What sort of sectors were you working in?
I've worked for aeronautics,
cool,
financial services,
yeah,
property partnerships,
yeah,
and I worked in the energy industry before moving to NZPost. So I have quite a diverse background.
Yeah, but it's all around services.
Yeah, all around B2B marketing actually, until more recently in the retail strategy area.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So you came on the referral marketing course, and different people find it useful in different ways. What 3 words would you use to describe the course for you?
Refreshing, clear, conversations.
Cool. And what was your kind of view of referral marketing before you came on the course and afterwards?
Well, as a B2B marketer, it's something that we use a lot. It's a core tool within our toolkit because you don't have the same availability for advertising spend, and it is about adding value or new love to your customers consistently. And it was really interesting to see that in a consumer setting. And I think that will be what catches other marketers that have been in the consumer realm. It'd be an aha moment for them.
Yeah. So new love, was that a term that you'd heard of before?
We would have termed it adding value to your customers rather than new love, but like it's quite nice to have a new word to call it.
Fair enough. Hey, new word. So what was the reason that you came on the course in the first place? I mean, obviously we knew each other, but what were you hoping to learn coming on the course?
For me, I was hoping to have an insight into how it would be delivered and how applicable it would be to my organisation as a whole.
And what were your kind of key takeouts from the course then? You know, you went along, you did it. What were the things that really stuck with you? Because we always say, 48 hours after a course, most people have a love affair with their learning, but in the cool light of day, we're now probably 2 weeks from 2 weeks afterwards. What were the things that have stayed with you?
I think for me it was the people that use you most aren't your top referrers, and for our organisation that's quite a key learning. And how do we understand who those top referrers are, and how do we benefit them? And by benefit them is engage them in a quality conversation for them and for us.
So I know you mentioned that this organisation is undergoing some change, so implementing things, there's a timing thing, but what are the things that you're hoping to implement in the future if you can't do them now?
It's quite, because there is a wealth of change that's underway, I think there has to be an education piece that occurs with our marketing areas. Through a number of marketing teams, we've got 18 businesses. Each of them have their own marketing teams, and each of them would be traditional marketers in that they will go straight to an agency. And I think there's a huge learning for them to gain that this could be refreshingly simple.
So how would you, this is good because we normally say to people, who would you recommend it to and why? So if you were to recommend this internally to maybe some of these people, how would you recommend it to them? What would you say to them?
I'd probably say to them, there's more than one way to skin a cat, and I think that it's really easy for marketers in particular to become complacent and stuck in the use of tools that they have. And it's really healthy for us all to challenge each other and challenge to use different ways of connecting with customers, or a really old way of connecting with customers.
So if you were to give the course a score out of 10 for you, what would you give it? And then what could we do to improve the course?
I would give the course an 8. I thought it was really valuable. I said refreshing because it wasn't marketing gobbledygook. But you know, when you go in courses, you're sitting there going and you're a marketer and you're thinking, okay, get to the point. Get to the point.
Yeah.
And I think
through the layers.
Yeah. The layers that cost you heaps of money
Yes.
to get.
That's right.
I think what the course was really clear and concise around, it is about a conversation and it's about your customers and it's honest conversation.
Yes.
And that was a really valuable part for me. I think in terms of gaining more value, I needed more people from my organisation there, and that's something that we'll look at in the future.
Sure. Is there anything in terms of the delivery or anything in terms of the day that we could have done better?
Perhaps expanded on different scenarios and how you could have used it.
Tell me more about that.
So we had a few case studies that we went through, like Friskers, but they were success stories. So it would have been quite good to take an organisation that was in the room and run through some scenarios there to make it live.
Yeah. So for people in the room and saying, is anyone actually doing bits of this? Or to even kind of take that, say, building on that, right, you know, you've seen the Fiskars example, you've seen JetBlue example. Is there anybody who's done any of these 5 steps and how do you do them? That's a really cool idea. That is a really cool idea because we've got another course on Thursday, and we're just preparing the, you know, as you do, you learn, you try and get better. So, is there anything else that you'd like to add? We just had a little intermission, which is just discussing something to do with a client's business that was confidential. So that's why there's an edit. You'll be the first time we've done an edit. So that's right. So what is there anything else that you'd like to add? Thank you for your time. Is there anything else that's
I think the only other thing I would add is it's about conversations, really genuine conversations with your customers, and I think that we lose sight of that really easily in business.
Absolutely.
And if you asked a dairy owner or someone who dealt with their own customers face to face every day, they would have that understanding, and that's what we've got to hold on to.
Absolutely. All right, thank you. Thanks for your time here, and hope that this was useful for you, whoever's watching this. All right, thank you.